Singapore is well connected, so we are just a short car ride away from most of the major schools that's all around Singapore.
You can see that it has like bright blue skies and it's so comfortable to be living there. But that's not the point. The point is that it's
black
regular.
blue sky, black blue sky. Raining out.
100k cheaper, right? I mean 100k in your pocket.
Please, you 5 km away from the Jurong Lake district also you want to stay very near.
I try.
Hey guys, today we'll be talking about Normanton Park versus Parc Clematis. So we're going to go into the overview of the projects, look at the growth potential, and even go into unit selection in terms of see which one is better and which one makes sense.
And we hope that by comparing these two projects, you are able to make a better buying decision. So let's go! I'm Ivan and I'm Team Parc Clematis.
And I'm Shawn and I'm on Team Normanton Park. I'm so excited today to crush Ivan and Parc Clematis and share you why Normanton Park is the project to go for.
I'm here to tell you why Parc Clematis is obviously a more superior choice than compared to Normanton Park.
The rules are really simple. We are going to take turns to share our viewpoints.
And rule number 2 is no interruptions and no fighting against each other.
And number 3, during this point of time when there's no interruptions, alright, we can either choose to talk about the pros of our project or the cons of the other person's project. Since you're the senior, you start first.
Fine. So you see, Parc Clematis is a project that is near the Clementi MRT. It's like 1+ kilometers away, and the thing about it is near a pretty popular school, Nan Hua Primary, and this is what makes it so ideal, right? And it's of definitely good value.
And since we're talking about big projects, right, I think Normanton Park comes out on top because of 1,800 over units. But the most important thing is there will be 8 shops within the project itself. Therefore, you can do any groceries or even probably some even childcare. Well, I believe that will be within this project itself. So if you think about it, it's going to be a self-sustaining project and it's going to be a much nicer area, much nicer place to actually live in. It's going to be very safe for your kids and children as well.
I think that's a total joke. What do I mean by this? You see, if you're talking about big projects, right, Parc Clematis is also huge. It has 1,400 plus units. And if you're talking about having shops within the project, who cares? Why not you have shops outside the project and so that you have much more variety, right?
This is so unfair. What the heck? One is 1.3 kilometers from Clementi, the other 1.4 kilometers from Cambridge. I can't even win by 100 meters, right? And the only fighting point I could have is 8 shops, so it's very unfair.
You get a lot
but
of
never mind, it's
lah.
okay, but it's okay. I'll win on other points. Next point, growth area. I think, of course, Normanton Park is pretty much situated right smack of very close to the Dover district area, right? So the entire one-off area. And most important thing to me is that it's actually of pretty close distance to the science park. And therefore, in terms of you're buying it for investment and you're looking for tenants, I think that a large pool of your tenant profile will actually come from this working area itself. So I think there's future growth in it, and not only that, in today's context, you should be able to benefit from already the current commercial activity in the area.
Well, I think Shawn is absolutely right in terms of like growth happening at One North. But the thing is, Parc Clematis is also not too far from the One North area. So it actually enjoys growth from the One North area and also from the Jurong Lake district. So instead of like just going or gunning for just one, you actually get 2.
Please, you 5 km away from the Jurong Lake district also you want to stay very near.
I try.
You don't want to stay very near. I think my home also very near Orchard.
Your home is nearer to Woodlands than Orchard. You know what, Shawn? Actually, Normanton Park is like not too far away from like the future growth in Greater Southern Waterfront. Why don't you talk about that?
Yes, I agree. I think of course Greater Southern Waterfront is something that everyone is talking about. Okay, but the only issue, I gotta be frank here, the only issue that Greater Southern Waterfront will take a while to develop. But therefore, if you're looking for homestay and you're planning to stay in Normanton Park for a good 10 years or more, then hey, pretty much your future growth is already predictable. The Greater Southern Waterfront is going to be there, and therefore you're going to benefit from capital appreciation in the long term.
Oh, you're damn smart. Like, I was trying to set a trap for you, but you didn't like fall into it, and you said that it's not going to be like so good. Oh, that in other words, right?
Knowledge is key.
Normanton Park is not as good as Parc Clematis, because Parc Clematis, once again, let me emphasize this, it's still much more superior because it actually has Jurong Lake District.
Hello, 5 click away, 5 km away. Okay, mine is right beside, all the One North and everything. So therefore, in terms of tenants, everything, please, you think about it. If a tenant, let's say for example, is actually working at Science Park, why would they rent it? Parc Clematis, you confirm rent it at Normanton Park. So therefore, in terms of tenant pool, I'm very confident that Normanton Park will beat the Parc Clematis.
Oh well, let's not talk about all this like distance. Let's talk about another point. How about schools? You see, Parc Clematis is like so near so many schools. Like you can see all of them over here. Like this makes it much more friendlier to like families. That means like the 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, and even more. But so what? Can you share with me a bit more about Normanton Park?
Yes, even though there are no school, but Singapore is well connected. So we are just a short car ride away from most of the major schools that's all around Singapore. So, although I will not encourage for you to buy Normanton Park to get into any school, but if your kids are already in the school within maybe 3 to 5 km away, it's just a short car ride away from those schools, right? So Singapore is small enough lah.
Shawn, are you serious? Are you really trying to tell me that you're gonna get your kids to wake up early in the morning to take the school bus to go all the way to school at such an early hours, and also get your kids to like take the school bus home, be the first to get on the bus, to be the last to reach home? Are you sure you seriously want to do that for your kids?
Some might. One thing I actually really love on Normanton Park is that if you look around the area, right, it's actually surrounded by greeneries. And actually I have the advantage and privilege to actually stay pretty near to a reservoir as well. So therefore, one thing I got to say from personal experience is that the air, when there's greeneries around, similarly like Normanton Park, the temperature tends to be a bit cooler than usual. So therefore, I would really say that, the area is just perfect for homestayers. You just stay in the long term, you get to probably enjoy cool, nice air surrounding just because surrounded from greeneries.
Well, the thing is, if you're talking about surrounded by greenery, right, it may also mean higher humidity levels. This means that maybe your things will turn moldy faster. So, are you seriously, or are you sure that is the best point?
That's where I trust in the developer's building quality.
Whoa, that's big, man.
No, I think it's the very big point over here. Why? Because obviously the issue about this developer is, of course, is Kingsford, which got into issue, of course, with some of their previous project. And because of that, once again, I personally feel that the developers will really buck up on their whole game and ensure that this development now is going to build of extreme good quality, because they don't want to get into trouble again. So this is something that I'm confident if you buy this project, especially your homestay. I would say if you have a homestay, it's a beautiful place to stay in, and most importantly, you don't need to be too concerned about any form of defects from development.
Well, if you're looking at Parc Clematis, right, and you look at the whole facade and the whole picture of it, right, you can see that it has bright blue skies and it's so comfortable to be living there. But that's not the point. The point is that it's
black
regular.
Blue sky, black blue sky. Raining out. Raining out.
Yours will also rain. Come on.
I never talk about rain. I talk about the tree. The tree cannot walk.
Please respect the rules. Take turn to speak. Okay, so the whole point is, right, if you look at the buildings at Parc Clematis, right, it's also regular layout. In other words, right, it's comparable to Normanton Park, so there's no fight over here. There's on par.
It's nowhere on par. The park, the trees, the greeneries, that's something that is many times to me is a much nicer place to live in. So it's definitely going to be a way nicer homestay project as compared to Parc Clematis.
Well, ultimately price and layout matters. So let's take a look at what matters, right, for the layout itself. And if you're looking at the 1 bedroom, right, actually Parc Clematis is sold out. So in other words, right, it's really popular with the investors. Whereas for Normanton Park, it's still trying to sell out.
Therefore, this is a no fight because we're looking to buy 1 bedder. Normanton Park is your choice.
Well, there's not much choice, but let's take a look at the 2 bedroom itself, because there's still units available and it's up for a strong fight. You see, when you're looking at the 2 bedroom Parc Clematis, right, it's going for 1.21 million, roughly around there, for a size of 689 square feet. In other words, not bad, man. And when you look at the layout itself, right, it's really regular and it's going to be comfortable living looking for like two packs, like for 2 rooms. And think about it, if you're a family with children, you can have like the parents staying in the master room, and you can have your kids staying in the other room, and they can study at the popular schools below.
You know, bro, your seniority have affected your eyesight. We are comparing Normanton Park have 2-bedder, 2-bath. The Parc Clematis only got 2-bedder, 1-bath. Why would you want to share a toilet? For $100,000 difference, because I see the lowest price now is 1.21 for Parc Clematis, and then Normanton Park is 1.34. It's only 100k difference. Why wouldn't you have one more extra bathroom in the unit itself? I mean, to me, this is also a no fight. I would choose Normanton Park as a 2-bedder, as a family, anytime. I will not want to share a toilet with my kids.
Well, the thing is, for Parc Clematis, right, there's no more 2-bed, 2-bath, so there's only 2-bed, 1-bath. But the thing is this, you think about it, like 100k cheaper, right, means 100k in your pocket. Is so much better, right, to have the cash in your pocket
with
for rainy days.
With 100k, you cannot even build a second toilet in your unit. So, you know what, this just is, to me, 2-bedder, 2-bath is a non-negotiable factor for families.
You see, sometimes the thing is this, it's better to build the family bonding when you share the toilet.
Okay lah, you won't share a toilet your kids.
Okay, jokes aside, the thing is this, for me personally, I will buy a 2-bed, 2-bath. But the thing is, if you're buying this as an investment, right, it is okay, because like when we look at other projects, like for example, Sims Urban Oasis, right, we have seen from the past track record, right, 2-bed, 1-bath actually still do sell pretty well on the resale market. In other words, there's still demand. So
No. I'm going to interrupt you here, even though cannot interrupt, but there's one big flaw over here.
what?
The prices at 2-bed, 1-bath and Sims Urban Oasis at 900 plus K to 1 million. This is 1.2 million.
Hey, come back. Let's focus instead on Parc Clematis versus Normanton Park. Come back, Shawn, come back. Yeah, come on, let's talk and focus on Parc Clematis versus Normanton Park. So once again, 2-bed, 1-bath, there will still be tenants, there will still be buyers. I think it's fine.
No, I think to me it's a clear choice. 2-bedder, 2-bath. You want to invest in any 2-bedder, even as a homestay or as an investment, I think there's like no option. Go for 2-bedder, 2-bath. Don't go for something in between. Right? That is where I think I see a lot of people get caught. So 2-bedder, 2-bath, Normanton Park. I'm sorry, Parc Clematis is sold out for 2-bedder, 2-bath. So there's no fight.
Well, the thing is this, when you look at the whole layout itself of like Parc Clematis, right, you should see that even though the bathroom is shared, you can still like lock one door, and then it becomes like sort of like an ensuite for the master room itself. So in other words, you still get your privacy. So what's wrong with that?
Pushing it, bro. Let's move on. Do not compromise.
Next, let's talk about the 3-bedroom instead, because this is where
this is a good one.
The project makes sense. If you look at the pricing for Parc Clematis, right, it's going to be about 1.58 million for a 3-bedroom at like 969 square feet. In other words, right, the pricing on a per square feet basis, right, is not too bad. And at the same time, the project or the unit at Parc Clematis itself, right, is a dual key unit. So think about it. If you're gonna be like staying in the 2-bedroom unit, you can still rent out the 1-bedroom. So it's still a pretty good option to be.
I dare to say that these two projects now, it's roughly the same price when it comes to 3-bedder, right? I think, but then of course, then we want to look at, do we even want to buy a dual key project, right? Because I think when we talk about 3-bedder, most of the buyers, I dare to say, are families. So if dual key means that you are really banging on one type of profile, which is maybe a 2-generation living kind of family. So in this scenario, I would say Normanton Park, once again guys, with so many units of project with such beautiful facilities around, and 3-bedder, I think that should be a go-to choice for purchase even any units in Normanton Park. I would say the 3-bedders are the go-to choice to purchase.
I totally disagree. You see, the reason being that if you buy a dual key unit, that means, right, you can possibly rent out the 1-bedroom, right? You can have the multi-generation family, and also in future, for example, if your kids are going to move out, like instead of like having to downsize from a 3-bedroom to a 2-bedroom, you can just rent out the 1-bedroom instead. You don't need to shift around, because think about it, every time you buy and sell a property, there's going to be stamp duties involved. You don't want to pay all these additional transactional charges.
Yeah, but you know what? In life, not everything's about money. Sometimes it's about comfort of living. So you know what? I personally feel that having whole family living under one roof, not having that dual key to really separate out your family members, I think that is really important. And therefore, I think Normanton Park once again, out of all three type of unit choices, I would personally, choose a 3-bedder over anything else. And if I were to compare between Parc Clematis and Normanton Park, I think that Normanton Park once again is a much nicer area to live in, and the 3-bedders I don't see much wasted space as well. So I would say it's very efficient built 3-bedder.
Oh, it's actually about the similar amount of like corridor, so I don't see a very big difference between the two. So I don't think that's a fighting point at all. But once again, I still strongly believe that having a dual key options means that it adds an additional option. So why do you want to have less options as compared to having more options?
Yeah, okay lah. Overall, I dare to say that both are not bad lah. Both are not bad lah. Okay, can we give in on this? Okay, both are really not too bad. But out of all, I think once again, guys, I think Normanton Park. I really want to stress this, that the 3-bedders are the better layout in Normanton Park. So speaking for Team Normanton Park, I think we got to consider a few cons. One of the main cons that it's not near to any school. Therefore, do just ensure that you're not buying this project for any school. If you're buying it because your kids are studying in the nearby area and already gotten into the primary school, then hey, this might be a project for you. Now, out of the unit selection and all, I would say that I will go for either a 2-bedder, 2-bath or 3-bedder. I'm leaning towards a 3-bedder because I personally feel that this project is really built to cater for families. You can see it by the amenities around. You can see it by multiple playgrounds and even swimming pools. I would say that's a nice place to live in. 3-bedders will be my choice.
Well, for Team Parc Clematis, right, I will not recommend the 1-bedroom units purely because the project is quite a distance away from the nearest MRT. However, the 2-bedroom units is suitable for investors. Why? Because it's actually, the quantum is about 1.2 plus million, is still very much affordable. And for homestayers, right, or like people that are staying in this area, the 3-bedroom and beyond and above, right, is actually fantastic because with the good schools around it, this is suitable for families with kids. So this is Ivan versus Shawn. If you like Parc Clematis, do type in the chat, right, so that we know the reasons why you prefer this project.
Yes, and if you really like Normanton Park and you enjoyed what you heard from me, do type Normanton Park. And once again, guys, also can give a reason on why you like Normanton Park. And most importantly, if you enjoy our entire segment, do like and subscribe. And we'll see you soon again.
Bye.